This is our number one argument.
Our daughter's about to turn 2. She's been breastfeeding this entire time. And to go to sleep, she breastfeeds and Tabby stays in there with her until she goes to sleep. Tonight was the first night that Tabby really challenged herself and gave Jaylee a bottle of milk, didn't breastfeed her, and left the room, I think, without her going to sleep. You tell me what happened. What happened? How'd it go? How do you feel?
Oh my gosh. Ugh. Anyways, I don't know where to start. I've been just thinking about it. This transition to not breastfeeding has been a lot of anxiety for me. But essentially we went in there, we laid down, or before we told her that she's gonna have a big girl cup, we hyped it up. We like to show daddies. We're like, show daddy how you can drink out of the big girl cup. And then we laid in the crib together and she was not taking the cup anymore. So she didn't want this milk. And she was screaming and kicking and mad. And then I...
should have put a camera in there with you.
Right? And then I was like, okay, Jaylee, if you're going to kick Mama, then Mama's going to get out. So she kept screaming and kept kicking. And so I walked out for 20 seconds. And then I came back in and gave her a hug. And I laid down with her. And I asked her if she wanted Mama to lay with her. She said yes. And then I laid with her. She kept asking for milk. And I said, you can have the milk in the cup. She plays in my hair. So it's all both of her hands just in my hair like this. That's how she soothes herself, is by playing with my hair. I literally was looking for a doll today of a doll with real hair. And then eventually, right about the 15-minute mark, I think, she fell asleep.
You okay, buddy?
And she still didn't take the cup. And then I put the blankets on her and walked out. So I definitely thought it was going to take a lot longer than I think right under I'd say I think it maybe took right about 18 minutes max.
Was you timing yourself at all?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
And I just started, my 15-minute timer went out and that's when I started a new one. She was asleep, but I was trying to give her a little more time to get out of the room. And so I think right around 18 minutes, oh my gosh, I just, this has been something that has not been on my heart until recently. But it's a transition we need to do. And so I started to get out and she grabbed my hand, and so I held her hand for a little bit, covered her up, and I walked out of the room.
Yay! Good job! Good job, Mama. Good
Thanks,
job.
baby. Hey,
Good job.
thank you. Tell the camera, say thank you. Say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey! Mama did it!
Mama did it. So I think I'm gonna continue to offer the cup and have Daddy continue to hype it up.
I can do that.
She typically wakes in the middle of the night, so that's another one that I just have to stand strong. I think I give in a lot because I'm like, man, I'm tired. I don't want to do this right now. This is what's convenient. And so I can't do that in the night.
Any tips for anybody?
Oh my gosh. No, my tips are don't argue with your spouse about it too much.
We definitely had arguments about it.
This is probably what we've argued about the most.
It's been a long time coming.
And the thing is, I think every majority of parents argue about kids' sleep. And this is our number one argument, is kids sleep. Kids and sleep. So, I mean,
Sure.
They're probably tied. So, both had to give a lot of grace.
Got it. We're off to a hot start. Today's Monday.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I feel like we're making progress, like where we're going. And
Did you think it was going to take longer? Or what were you thinking?
Wasn't really thinking about it. I think that Yeah, I could hear her screaming and stuff, but I was like, I think Tabby would be surprised at how quick it can go. So it's nice to hear that you are surprised that it was faster than what you thought.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it could be even faster.
I think we'll get there.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that was the first time. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought you would be surprised. Typically what's happened is Tabby goes somewhere like on a trip or something. And so then one of the kids have to stay with me or both of the kids, whatever it is. But then I put them down and she assumes that I'm like making them cry it out and it's so hard and all this stuff. And typically it's really quick. They go right down, max like 10 minutes and that's it. And she has a hard time wrapping her head around it. And so tonight was the first night she attempted it, and it sounds like she was impressed or surprised with how simple it actually was, even though like obviously she was fighting and stuff like that, but relatively like simple.
I think for her, I did not give her a nap today, so I think that's going to be the goal, is especially no afternoon nap with her, because then I think she's ready to go to bed. And I think that is a determining factor. I also realized I've never left Jaylee in her 2 years of life.
That's a tragedy.
I have never, and I have never had a night without her, which is kind of crazy, right?
Like never?
Never. That's what I thought. No, because I didn't travel for work when I was back in office. Took her to New York when I went to New York for that reason.
Yeah, I guess not.
I've never left Jaylee overnight.
That's a sign right there.
That's pretty wild. But yeah.
We did it. She did it. She did a great job, and Titus and I are super proud of her. Aren't you proud of Mama?
Those words right there are just like, oh, say it again. Say it again.
We're proud of you, Mama.
Oh.